Hello everyone, this is part 5 of What If Naruto Was Betrayed and Turns Evil, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to see more comment down below. Now the Chunin exam finals. Sasuke and Sakura were walking towards the entrance where the competitors went that lead to the competitors' box. The two were both kind scared of the next battles. Sasuke was going up against Naruto today, and Sakura was going up against Temari of the Sand, the oldest sibling of the Sand team. Sasuke was actually shaking at the thought of actually going up against Naruto. He knew that Naruto hasn't even got serious in the battles he has already had in the exams, so he knew he was at mercy when it came to Naruto. Earlier he was actually confident that he could do something to Naruto and keep up with him, but that was easier said than done. Sasuke knew that he was going to lose today, but he wouldn't go down without a fight. Sasuke-kun, said Sakura out of the blue. He said in reply. Be careful against Naruto. I know that I told you that I would give up if I was paired up against Naruto, but I know that you would still try to fight him. Just make sure that you don't go too far. You know how Naruto gets when he is around a lot of blood, said Sakura with a shiver. I understand, I shall try my best. If things get out of hand and too dangerous, I'll give up, so don't worry about me and just get ready for your own battle, said Sasuke with a focused look on his face. With a nod of her head, the two headed up the stairs to the competitor's box, and when they got there, a familiar face was already there. Ho, you two came here early too, huh? Said Dosu as he looked at the approaching Leaf Genin. Yes, we didn't want to run into the traffic if we came late, so we came early, said Sakura. Understood, said Dosu as he looked back down at the arena to see it was repaired from the damage from the battles yesterday. Sasuke took their spots next to Dosu and also looked at the incoming crowd of people that started to come in, trying to get good seats to see the battles that were about to happen. That reminds me, said Dosu, as he looked back to the Genin. I forgot to ask for forgiveness for what happened in the forest between our two teams. I never got to talk to you about that, said Dosu as he bowed his head to the two. The two looked at Dosu with an almost confused look on their face. Sasuke was the one who spoke up. Yeah, it's alright. I should also say sorry for what I did to you all in the forest as well, said Sasuke. No need. My team was too arrogant and thought we were the strongest Genin here. We need a reality check, said Dosu. Which reminds me, said Sakura as she jumped in the conversation, why are you even here, Dosu-san? Isn't your match tomorrow? Asked Sakura. Yes, it is, he said. But I would like to see my opponent more before I am ready to fight against them. The Bug Boy and the Royal Prick are strong, something I can't deny. I should take this opportunity and see how they fight. I have the most advantage in this tournament because I was placed high in the tournament without even fighting at all, and that I haven't reveled my skills hardly, wisely stated Dosu. The two understood Dosu's words and turned their heads to the doorway of the stairwell to see Shino coming up from the stairs. Good morning, he said to the Genin, getting a nod from them all. Shino-san, do you feel confident about your match-up today? Said Sasuke. Yes, Menma-san is rash and loud, sometimes rushing into situations that he may not be able to get out of. But even that, he is unpredictable, so I must be on my guard at all times, said Shino. Sakura giggled a little at what Shino said. You know, you sound a lot like Naruto-kun, she said. But of course, said Naruto from behind the group, scarring them all, even Shino. True shinobi don't let the guard down, he said. Hello, Naruto-kun, said a slightly scared Sakura. Naruto just ignored Sakura and looked at Sasuke directly in the eye. His eyes started flashing a brighter crimson red, making Sasuke almost pee himself in fright. Today's our battle, you shall die if you let up for one moment, for I shall not show any mercy, he said with a smirk at Sasuke. Sasuke sucked up a breath of air, putting his fright of Naruto behind him and gave Naruto a smirk as well. I won't go easy at all, I know that you don't show mercy, but I shall surprise you today, he said. Naruto just shook his head with the smirk still on his face. So confident for someone who knows that they shall lose. he said, and stood next to Sasuke and looked down at the stands of people that started to fill the stadium. The group stopped talking for a while, looking at the people. During this time, Temari also came in, not saying a word to any, and just joined them. It was quiet for a while, but then the Hokage's son had to ruin it. "Hey everyone. How's it going?" he said with a smile. "Be quiet," said Naruto with a glare centered at Menma. "I don't want to hear your loud mouth right now." He finished. Menma shut his mouth and leaned back on the railings, taking his last moments before his battle, and started to meditate to calm his nerves. A little while later, Genma came down to start the matches. "Hello, and welcome to round 2 of the Chunin exam finals. There shall be 3 matches today for you all to enjoy and watch. Please hold your applause until after a battle is done. Now may I please have Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze and Sasuke Uchiha down to the field," yelled Genma. The two turned around and headed for the stairwell, leading to the fighting grounds. "Arena, are you two ready?" asked Genma, and he got a nod of approval from the two genin. Genma then turned to the people in the stands. "Today we start with these two genin. Round 2, Battle 1. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze vs Sasuke Uchiha shall now begin," he yelled and jumped back. The people in the stands started to yell in approval of Sasuke going up against Naruto. "You can do it, Uchiha-sama, kill the demon. Finish what the fourth started, show the demon no mercy. Get revenge for what the demon did 12 years ago." Sasuke looked all around as he listened to the screams and yells the villagers of the leaf said towards Sasuke. "This is crazy," thought Sasuke. "All these people hate Naruto. I see why he has gone insane, who wouldn't after all the discrimination he has gone through. This is really how everyone feels," he thought. Sasuke looked towards Naruto to see a wild smirk on his face. "You hear your fans," said Naruto as all his tails raised up and pointed at Sasuke. "Come and kill the village demon." Minato and Kushina, in the cage's box, were looking around the stadium, seeing what the people were saying about their son. This is crazy," said Minato as he watched the people in the stands go crazy over Naruto going up against Naruto. "I see why he hasn't forgave us. We did this to him. We are no better than those villagers, since we also hated him the majority of his life," said a sad Kushina. In the competitors' box, Dosu, Menma, Sakura, Temari, and Shino were also looking down at the villagers in shock at what they were saying. "I can't believe this. This is worse than what happened to Gaara at Suna," said a wide-eyed Temari. So this is what happens when you become a Jinchuriki. "A shame," said Dosu. Menma gritted his teeth as he heard the chants of the villagers that were all targeted to Sasuke killing Naruto. This is too much," he said as he turned away from the stadium. Sakura was looking throughout the stands and saw something that hurt her heart. She saw her mother, yelling at the top of her lungs, with the hugest smile on her face as she looked at Sasuke and Naruto in the middle of the arena. "Kill the demon. You can do it," said Sakura's mother. "Mother," whispered Sakura as she saw her mother participate with the crowd. In the stands, Yakumo and Fu were sitting next to each other, having met the other day, and looked at the sight of the villagers. "I know he was hated, but this is just too much," said Yakumo, Ido shaking her head. "I also in Yakumo's mind. This is worse than what happens to me back in Taki," said Fu. Mito just looked at the sight of the people jumping around, acting like fools at the fact that Sasuke was going up against Naruto. Sasuke looked towards Naruto and turned on his Sharingan. 3 totems were in his eyes around his pupil. He brought out his lightning swords from their storage seal and pointed them at Naruto. "I don't care what they say. I know I shall lose, but I won't go down without a fight. Get ready, Naruto, for I am coming at with everything I have," said Sasuke. "Good," said Naruto, putting on his claws that still had stains of Gaara's blood from the battle yesterday. "Time to get some more blood on my claws," he said. The two started at each for a while, before rushing at each other. Sasuke went for the slash to Naruto left side, but Naruto parried it with his claw. He jumped up over Naruto, his one sword caught in Naruto's claw, and pointed the other sword to the sky. "Lightning burial, banquet of lightning," he yelled, and lightning fell from the sky and was quickly approaching. Naruto just looked at the technique with a smile. "Fuyuten, tamed winds," he said, and split the lightning in half, cancelling out the jutsu. Naruto then caught Sasuke with his tails, adding pressure to them, crushing Sasuke. "Die," said Naruto, and added enough pressure to kill Sasuke, but Sasuke turned into a log, the log taking the pressure and breaking into twigs. Naruto turned his head to see Sasuke going through hand signs. "Kaiten, Phoenix Flower Technique," he yelled and sent small fireballs towards Naruto. Naruto used his tails to slap the fireballs away. "Not enough, Uchiha," said Naruto. Sasuke grit his teeth, and then threw some smoke bombs down on the ground, making a purple smoke take over the field. Naruto closed his eyes and waited for Sasuke. "You know that I can feel the wind. It talks to me, and I can understand what it says. You can't hide from me nowhere in this arena," said Naruto as he caught Sasuke from behind with his tails, not even turning his head to see where Sasuke was. "Shit," said Sasuke as he struggled to get out the tails. Naruto then threw Sasuke up in the air, making Sasuke leave the smoke cloud and in the air. Sasuke smirked and started to make hand signs, but saw a kunai heading his way. He moved his body to dodge the kunai in air, but then saw a kanji for the word 9 on it. There was a red flash, and Naruto was right in front of Sasuke. Sasuke, getting out of his shock, grabbed his swords and went in for the left slash, while him and Naruto were descending back down to the ground. Naruto meets Sasuke slash with his right claw, making sparks fly from the metal clashing. Naruto kicked at Sasuke, only for him to use his leg to block it and go for a punch, but one of Naruto's tails caught it. The two kept trading blows until they were really getting close to the ground. Naruto moved his legs right in front of Sasuke's stomach, and pushed off of him, making him rocket towards the ground. Sasuke took the full force of the blow and flew to the wall of the stadium, his back hitting the wall making blood come out his mouth and then hit the ground. He's too fast. Even with the Sharingan on, he still is too fast. Those tails of his are also catching a lot of my attacks when his arms and legs are occupied. I big move should do for now, thought Sasuke as he brushed off the pain he felt and went through some hand signs for his next move. "Kaiten, Dragon Fire Technique," he yelled, and a large dragon head made from fire rushed towards Naruto, the fire looking like his was just gliding inches from the ground. This is getting fun, Uchiha. "Try this, Fox Slash," said Naruto as he coated his right claw with yokai and ran towards the flames. When the dragon flame and Naruto's meet, Naruto's claw was able to split through the flames and kept running towards Sasuke. Sasuke got his swords, ready for Naruto to meet him on the other side of the flames, and casted his lightning. "Raiden, Lightning Fang," he yelled and sent lightning towards the flames that Naruto was currently cutting through. Naruto felt the lightning in the wind that was awaiting him on other side of the flames and used his technique. "Fuyuten, Downhill Current," said Naruto, and a strong wind gust blew down towards the ground, making the flames and the lightning towards the ground, cancelling them both. "Come over here, Uchiha. Let me get some blood on my claws," yelled Naruto to Sasuke with an insane smile on his face. "Damn it, Naruto is starting to go crazy now. I've got to strike fast and hard with my next attacks," he thought. "Lightning Strike Armor," said Sasuke as lightning from his swords danced around him, creating a shield from Naruto. Sasuke then disappeared from where he was. "I told you that you can't hide from me, Uchiha," yelled Naruto as he looked on the wall of the stadium with a Chidori in hand. "That same thing. What are you going to do with that?" said Naruto as he looked at Sasuke. "More than you think," he said and ran down the wall, his lightning armor making him faster and more powerful. Sasuke approached Naruto with his jutsu going strong. "Time to lose, Naruto." "Chidori," yelled Sasuke as he rushed towards Naruto. Naruto coated his tails with yokai and slammed them towards Sasuke's hand. "Tail Slam," he yelled, and the two techniques meet, making a huge explosion. Naruto looked on with glee as his tails broke through Sasuke's attack, and hit Sasuke with tons of force. "That's what you deserve," he yelled. Naruto then felt something wrong and saw as Sasuke started to turn into lightning. "A lightning clone," yelled and aggravated Naruto as he coated himself in his yokai, protecting him from the lightning. Naruto smiled when he felt a presence behind him and charged his next attack. A ball of red chakra formed in his hand, and he turned around just in time to see Sasuke with another Chidori in his hand. Rasengan, Chidori. The two moves connected, making a crazy light show happen in the middle of the arena. Naruto and Sasuke in the middle of the arena, both smirking. I guess you can say that I'm keeping up with you, yelled Sasuke to Naruto, still fighting Naruto's red Rasengan. Keeping up. Naruto laughed. I'm just playing with you. If I went serious you would be dead by now, Uchiha, said Naruto as he broke through the Chidori and blasted Sasuke with the Rasengan, making Sasuke spin around in a circle and fly back to the stadium wall. TCH, you disappoint me, Uchiha. I thought you would last longer than that, said Naruto. I'm still standing, said voice from another area, shocking Naruto. He looked at the Sasuke in the wall and saw it also turn into lightning that was coming towards him. He turned the other way and saw a perfectly healthy Sasuke with another Chidori in his hand, and it was on the ground. Chidori current, he yelled and sent lighting towards Naruto. Naruto smiled and used his next technique. Fuyuten, uncontrollable wind blast, he said, and wind started to circle Naruto, before going in every direction, destroying the ground and the trees that were planted in the arena. A large cloud of smoke and dirt appeared, covering the whole arena, making people stand on the edge of their seats to see what was going on. When it cleared, it revealed that Naruto was in the middle of what once was an arena. The ground was brought up, rocks were everywhere, and dirt was still flying around. The one thing that what Naruto was focused on wasn't there. Where is he? Naruto said to himself. Up here, Naruto. Naruto looked up to see Sasuke high in the sky, his swords in front of him with lightning dancing around them. How in the world did he get up there, said Naruto as he watched Sasuke in the air. This is the last move that I have for you, Naruto, but it will decide this match to my favor, he yelled as he started to fall down to the ground. Naruto watched with curiosity as Sasuke gained a lot of lightning that danced around him and his swords. He then threw his swords down at the ground with amazing speeds. Naruto jumped back some as the swords lodged themselves down into the ground, lightning still on the swords. Sasuke started form hand signs, and when he finished he pointed his hands at the sky. Raiten, Thundergate, he yelled, and many large lightning bolts came from the sky and headed towards Naruto. Naruto looked at his sight and smiled at the deadly move. You really have gotten strong, he said, and then put his hands up towards the attack. But you should know that I shall always be the greatest, he said, and started to gather quickly around Naruto. Sasuke's technique was deadly close to Naruto, but he was ready. Fuyuten, said a calm Naruto, wind break, he said. And what happened shocked everyone in the arena. The lightning was about to strike Naruto down, but when it was right on top of him, the lightning just stopped. What? Yelled a very tired Sasuke as he watched his lightning just sit there. I must say, said Naruto, unable to see Sasuke as the lightning blast was blocking his sight, this is a very deadly technique. I would kill even the most talented ninjas. But you should know by now that I am more than just talented, said Naruto. He then gained a crazy smile that took place on his face, his eyes flashing crimson. I am a demon. Tamed winds, he yelled. Sasuke watched as an invisible blade of wind right through the lightning attack, and saw Naruto down at the bottom of the arena. Game over, said Naruto as he jumped through the spilled lightning and right towards Sasuke. Sasuke was too tired as Naruto got his claw ready and slashed at Sasuke, Naruto still flying upwards as blood erupted from Sasuke's body. Sasuke looked wide-eyed at Naruto, as he turned his head to see his work. Sorry Uchiha, said Naruto, I just had to do it, he said. Sasuke fell down between the split lightning until he hit the ground with a thud. When he hit the ground, the lightning that was in the sky exploded, making a dazzling light show as blue sparks went everywhere around Sasuke's body. When everything was over, Naruto fell back down to the ground, catching himself with his tails as he used them to make a spring, and jump next to Sasuke. Good job, was all Sasuke heard before he met darkness. Everyone looked on in shock as Naruto dusted himself off, not a scratch on him, and went to the stairs to go back to the competitor's box. Menma, finally out of his shock, and looked at Sasuke's bleeding body. Medical team, come out quick, he yelled as the medical team got out of their own shock and went towards Sasuke's downed form. Menma took a gulp of fright as he looked at the arena and how destroyed it was. He looked towards the Hokage and also saw his shocked face as he announced. YW winner, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, he said. Competitor's box. Naruto walked into the competitor's box, and what he saw almost made him laugh his ass off. Temari, Gaara, Dosu, Menma, Sakura, and Shino were all on the back of the wall, breathing heavy. Why are you all like that? Said Naruto, trying to hold in his laughter. Please, please don't kill us, yelled Sakura. You all are acting crazy. I wouldn't kill you unless I have a reason to, which I don't. He said, making the genin calm down. Except Menma, I have a reason to kill him, and I shall do it soon. He said with a wicked smile, scaring the shit out of Menma. The genin, other than Menma, calmed down and went back to their original positions in the box. Sakura went towards Naruto to ask him a question. Naruto-kun, why did you do that? Sasuke-kun asked Sakura. Because my bloodlust is increasing. He did give a good amount, but it wasn't enough. He said and looked towards Menma, making him actually shit his pants. They all looked down to see Jonin come out and repair the arena with some Doton, and the arena was perfectly clear. Will Sakura, Haruno and Temari of the sand come down to the arena? Said Genma. The two jumped down from the competitor's box and to the newly made arena. Are you two ready? Asked Genma and got a nod of approval from the genin. Round 2, Battle 2. Sakura Haruno vs Temari of the sand shall begin. Now, he yelled and jumped back from the genin. Get ready, little girl. You shall lose to me, said Temari as she unfolded her fan. I'm not going down without a fight, yelled Sakura as she ran to Temari. Temari used her fan to block the kick that Sakura had delivered, and threw her away with a great force. Sakura slammed into the ground a few feet away, groaning in pain. TCH, useless. I can't believe you got this far in the tournament. I shall end this quick. Sickle weasel technique, yelled Temari, sent a wind cyclone towards Sakura's downed form. Sakura quickly got back up and used a defensive technique. Doton, mud wall, she said and made a wall of earth, protecting her from the wind. Hiding won't do you any good, said Temari, blasting wind towards Sakura behind the wall. How can I get in close? If I run towards her, she will just blast me with wind, something that I'm all too familiar with. Thought Sakura, thinking of Naruto training them. Her thinking about that made her get an idea and started making hand signs. A couple minutes of hiding, Temari got fed up. That's it, I'm coming for you now, she said and ran up to the wall that Sakura was hiding behind. Sakura's voice was heard around the wall. Doton, mud walls, she yelled, and walls were made and surrounding Temari on the inside. What are you planning? Said Temari as she readied her fan to attack. Sakura then appeared from the wall that was facing Temari's back and threw some kunai with explosive notes on them and went back behind the wall. Temari, quickly sensing something behind her, turned around and blew the kunai away. The kunai exploded from the contact of the wind and created a smoke cloud. Temari looked around, trying to see where Sakura would appear from, but never noticed the ground breaking up beneath her. Sakura appeared right underneath Temari and grabbed her ankles. What are you doing? Temari couldn't finish her statement as she fell to the ground, not being able to feel her feet. Hey, got you now, said Sakura with a smirk as she got out the ground, showing her hands were covered in her chakra. Damn it, you used your chakra scalpels to mess with my nerves, didn't you? She said with a snarl. Yup, now surrender, said Sakura as she pointed her glowing hands at Temari's face. Temari just smirked and leaned back, moving her arms, and blasted Sakura right in the chest with her fan, blasting her back towards her walls. Temari then opened her fan and yelled, Fuyutan, wing cutter technique, and blades of wind cut down Sakura's mud walls. Now you can't hide behind those meddlesome walls you made, she said with a smirk. Sakura got up from the ground, still shaking from the blow she took. You can't have as much chakra since you made that many walls, and seeing you took that blow head on means you're on your last legs, said Temari from the ground. Sakura just looked at her with a pained smile. You say I'm on my last legs, but you can't even stand on your own 2 feet, said Sakura, making Temari mad. Shut up, yelled Temari. She then saw Sakura coat her hand in a green chakra and put her hand towards her stomach. Oh no you don't, sickle weasel technique, she yelled from the ground and blew a cyclone of wind towards Sakura. Sakura was risen from the ground, too tired to dodge the move, and was sliced up from the attack. When it was over, she fell down to the ground, unconscious. Winner, Temari of the sand, yelled Genma, as he helped Temari up from the ground and sent her to the medical team. The medical team left with Temari and Sakura, and Genma called the challengers for the last match of the day. Will Menma Uzumaki Namikaze and Shino Aburama come down to the field? Said Genma. The two proceed to the middle of the field, ready to fight. Are you two ready? Asked Genma, getting a nod from the genin. He continued. Round 2, Battle 3. Menma Namikaze Uzumaki and Shino Aburama shall now begin, he yelled and jumped back from the genin. Let's go, Shino, said a pumped Menma. Let it be a good match. Said Shino as bugs came from his body and surrounded him. Let's start this off with some kunai, said Menma as he threw some three-pronged kunai towards Shino. Insect jar technique, said Shino, and his insects circled around him, making a protective dome around him. The kunai bounced right off of the dome. Arrrrgggghhh. Not this again, said Menma, grabbing a handful of hair in anger. Why does everyone I go up against have some kind of defense? Shouted Menma. The bugs stopped spinning around Shino and he looked at Menma with an unreadable face. Shit, looks like I'm going to have to take a different approach. Said Menma with smirk. Yes, unlike Neji, who cuts off chakra, my bugs eats chakra, making me hard opponent. It would be wise to be wary of me. Said Shino. He then sent out his bugs towards Menma, making him go through hand signs. Ration, electromagnetic murder, yelled Menma and made a wave of electricity towards the approaching bugs. Shino's bugs had to move away from the electricity that would shock them alive. The bugs went back towards Shino. Ha! Looks like this may be a standoff. Said Menma with a smirk. Your bugs can't get close to me and I can't get close to your bugs. Maybe, said Shino, but I can still approach you. And he ran up to Menma. Menma grabbed some kunai to defend against Shino, but when Shino went in to punch, he fell apart into bugs. A clone. Then where is the real? Menma then felt something push him from behind and he fell into the bugs that made up the insect clone. I told you to be wary of me, said Shino as he watched Menma struggle with his bugs. While they were eating his chakra, Menma vanished in a yellow flash. Shino looked up to see that Menma appeared to one of the kunai that he threw earlier at Shino. Damn bugs, said Menma as he brushed off the remaining bugs on him. Good get away, said Shino, but I can still hide myself at the last moment. This Shino you're looking at right now is also a clone. The real one is hiding among the trees, said the clone Shino. Menma looked at the trees and didn't see Shino, meaning he was well hidden. Alright then, looks like I'll just attack there. Rayton, false darkness, and he sent a lightning shot towards the trees. While Menma was doing this, the clone Shino ran up to Menma, ready to attack the immovable Menma. Menma saw this and could only take the attack that Shino made as he kicked him in his ribs. Menma flew back at the attack, not seeing the clone that attacked him switch with the real Shino that was hiding in the trees, taking the attack that was meant for him. You must do more to finish me off. You failed to hit the real Shino in the trees. Lead Shino, not wanting Menma to know that he substituted himself with the actual clone that Menma saw earlier. TCH, if you think that's all I got, you've got another thing coming. Menma yelled and ran up to Shino. Why pursue in taijutsu? I can just plant some of my bugs on you while we fight, said Shino as he blocked a punch from Menma. Cause I got something that cancel out your bugs, said Menma as he went in for a kick. Shino saw as a red aura take over Menma, proving that he was using the Kyuubi's chakra. The bugs that Shino planted on started scream out and flew back towards Shino. What is this? Said a surprised Shino as he jumped back from Menma. The Kyuubi's chakra is like toxic to anything except for a Jinchuriki, so your bugs won't be able to eat any of my chakra if I have its chakra surrounding me, said Menma. A shield from my bugs, a good defense indeed, said Shino. Yeah, it also is a good offense as well, said Menma as he disappeared, surprising Shino as he appeared in front of him and punched him dead in his face, making him fly back. Menma appeared underneath him and kicked him in the air. Shino saw 4 clones up in the air with him and they all kicked him to the ground. Shino painfully opened his eyes to see Menma with a Rasengan in his hands. So, he said with a grin, did ya like my Namikaze barrage? You can still fight or you can surrender now, said Menma. I surrender, said Shino with a pained voice. Yes, I did it again, yelled Menma to the top of his voice. Winner. Menma Uzumaki Namikaze, said Genma, the crowd clapping their hands at the winner. Dosu, Naruto, and the now healed Temari came down to the middle of the arena to hear the next matches. Everyone, please listen into the next matches. They shall go as followed. Round 3, Battle 1, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze vs Temari of the Sand. Round 3, Battle 2, Menma Uzumaki Namikaze vs Dosu Kinuta. The following matches shall be held tomorrow at noon, so please see us there, said Genma. Excuses me, said Temari, getting Genma's attention. Yeah, he asked. I'd like to surrender. There is no way that I would win my next match, so there is no point in me getting hurt over this match. She said, making Naruto smirk. Good call, I may have killed you if we battled. My bloodlust is increasing day by day. He said as he walked off. My spot in the finals are guaranteed, so that means you better win. Said Naruto as he walked off, not saying who he was talking to, but everyone knew who he was talking about. Dosu looked over towards Menma to speak, you may have won so far, but only by luck. When you fight me, you shall have to pull every card that you have under your sleeve, seeing as we are the only match to happen tomorrow. I shall see you then, said Dosu as he disappeared in a shunshin. Menma just looked at the spot Dosu was once at before also walking off to his home, skipping Genma's announcement of Temari surrendering and Naruto having a spot in the finals. Outside the stadium Naruto was walking with a small pace, not having anywhere to be at the moment. He was too late to dodge when he felt two bodies jump on him. You were amazing, said Yakumo as she hugged on Naruto's left side. You have to teach me how to be like you, Naruto-kun, said Fu on his right side. Naruto just took a breath of air and used his tails to get the two females off of him. He continued to walk but the two females wouldn't leave him alone. Yakumo then said something that interested him. Naruto-kun, me and Fu have met the sound ninja that you have also recruited and decided to meet up tonight at my house. Said Yakumo. A meeting, huh? Said Naruto. I guess I could go, seeing as I have nothing to do today. He said, making Yakumo and Fu squeal in delight and latch onto him. Was this how the Uchiha felt when he was in the academy? Thought Naruto as the trio walked to the Kurama mansion to get ready. Kurama mansion nighttime, are you sure that this was the place? Asked Kin, the only female of the sound trio. Yeah, I'm positive. That fine girl with the long hair said this was it. Said Zaku. Fine. You think she looks good? Yelled a jealous Kin. You two stop. Said Dosu, getting their attention. I have a match tomorrow and you two fighting won't help me get ready for it. He said, making the two shut up. Dosu knocked on the door a couple of times, and some seconds later, Yakumo answered the door. Hey, you made it. She said and hugged each one of them, Zaku enjoying the hug the most. Naruto and Fu are here as well. She said, making the genin tense at the name, Naruto. Naruto is here, said a shaky Kin. Yes, is that a problem? Said Naruto as he appeared in the doorway. No. Nothing's wrong with that, the sound genin said and started laughing awkwardly. The genin came in the mansion and looked in awe as the inside looked amazing. This looks amazing. I've never been somewhere that looked so high quality. Said Kin. Thank you, I really do appreciate that. Said Yakumo with a smile. The genin said hello to Fu that was in the living room being lazy. Everyone gathered together in the living room because Naruto said he had to announce something. Alright, as you know, the invasion shall happen the day after tomorrow. He said. In the midst of the invasion, we shall come together and I shall take you to Wave. Said Naruto. Where should we meet up at? Asked Dosu. Away from praying eyes. Probably the forest outside of Konoha. Said Naruto. We must be careful. Suna and Oto ninja forces shall be positioned outside the walls as well. Said Kin. I'll handle them. I won't let anyone know that you all are leaving your villages. You all will disappear, so your villages would think that you were killed in the invasion, which is our cover-up. Said Naruto, and everyone else nodding to his plan. What about the Uchiha and the pink-haired girl? Asked Zaku. What about them? Said Naruto. Well, it seems that you have gotten really close to them. You even trained them, making them some powerful ninjas as I saw during the tournament. Wouldn't you want to bring them with us? Asked Zaku. You make a good point, but it won't work. Said Naruto. Those two are too loyal to Konoha, so trying to bring them with us won't happen. Alright, so when the invasion happens, head directly outside Konoha and wait for you to take us to Wave. Said Fu, repeating Naruto's plan. Exactly, said Naruto. We should have a toast, said Yakumo as she raised her glass of soda. A toast? With soda? That's a lame toast, said Zaku. Yeah, but this is the start to our freedom. We should toast to that, explained Yakumo. Everyone raised the glasses, except Naruto. Come on, Naruto-kun. Join in, said Yakumo. What is a toast? Asked Naruto. You don't know what a toast is. Kin said, not believing what she heard. Naruto doesn't know too much about things people do, since he was locked up for 2 years with nobody to talk to. Said a sad Yakumo, making Kin feel bad that she said something. Naruto-kun, said Fu, a toast is when a group raise the glasses together when they agree on something. Usually it is done with alcohol, but soda will have to do in this situation. Naruto then raised his soda with everyone else, and Fu led them in the toast. To freedom, she said. To freedom, everyone else said, except for Naruto, not knowing they were supposed to repeat what Fu said. They all drained their sodas and continued to talk all throughout the night. Naruto then asked Yakumo if he could stay in one of the guest room, which she said yes to. Naruto then proceeded to go to his room to sleep. Next day, inside the stadium, today we shall hold the battles for round 3 of the Chunin exam finals, said Menma to the roaring crowd. Since Temari of the Sand surrendered her match, this match will determine who shall fight Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, he said, making most of the crowd yell in disgust of the demon making it to the finals. Menma then turned to the 2 genin that were about to fight. Are you two ready? He asked, and getting a nod from both, he announced the start of the fight. Round 3, Battle 2. Menma Uzumaki Namikaze vs Dosu Kinuta shall now begin. Now, he yelled and jumped back from the genin. This one is going to be easy, said Menma as he got out one of his 3-pronged kunai. If you think that I am some pushover, then you have another thing coming for you, said Dosu as he raised his sleeves up. The two started at each other for a while before charging at each other, meeting in the middle of the arena. Dosu caught Menma's hand that had his kunai and Menma caught Dosu's punch with his other hand. You won't get far like that, said Menma, but Dosu ignored him over his technique. Sound blast, yelled Dosu and Menma was blasted back from Dosu. Like I care for your arrogant comments about how I fight. I could have ended it there, but I want you to learn that you are still weak, said Dosu. TCH, you'll see. Raiten, lightning beam, said Menma as he charged up some electricity and sent a straight beam of lightning towards Dosu. Hump, this is nothing. Resonating echo barrier, said Dosu and Menma's attack was blocked by an invisible barrier. Not this again. Why does it that everyone I face have some kind of impenetrable barrier or shield or something, yelled a frustrated Menma. It is because unlike you, they are prepared for any situation. Like true ninja should be, said Dosu. I'm a better shinobi than you at every aspect at being one, shouted Menma. Not at being quiet, apparently, said Dosu, getting a few laughs in the crowd. Shut up, said Menma as he ran up to Dosu again. Raiten, twitching limb technique, and Menma sent electricity to his hands, trying to make Dosu body numb by touching him. Dosu showed surprisingly good flexibility and dodged every attack that Menma made towards him. When Menma made a lousy move, Dosu took this opportunity to attack. Resonating echo drill, said Dosu and his Menma in the storm while sending sound waves towards Menma's ears. Menma jumped back at the weak punch that Dosu gave him in his midsection. What was that supposed to do? Said cocky Menma. You'll see, said Dosu. Yeah, well I'll just beat you while I'll wait, he said and ran up to a still Dosu. When he was right in front of Dosu, he fell down to the ground, not being able to keep his balance. What's going on? Said a confused Menma as he looked up to Dosu. My resonating echo speaker enables me to control sound waves with my chakra, and direct them anywhere I want. I sent them to your ear, and too many vibrations can mess with the ears making you lose your balance. Don't worry, you'll be able to get your balance back in a couple hours, said Dosu as he approached Menma. He was about to strike down Menma, but Menma jumped up and uppercutted Dosu on his chin, making him fly back. What? How? Said Dosu. It seems that your injury is small, so the Kyuubi's chakra will be able to heal it instantly. Said Menma. I see, so that means that my vibrations won't have as much effect as I thought they would. Said Dosu, but don't think that will determine this battle. After all, Dosu then punched the ground, making a large crater form beneath him, making Menma surprised. I still have my taijutsu. I won't back down now. I have to meet Naruto at the finals, yelled Menma. You know he plans to kill you, right? You won't win against him. Said Dosu as he readied himself in his taijutsu stance. I know, said Menma. He won't listen to words. But maybe he'll listen when we fight. That's why I damn sure won't lose to you. Said Menma as he readied himself also, getting out 2 of his 3-pronged kunai. Determined, I like that about you, but it takes more than words to beat me as well. Yelled Dosu as he ran up to Menma, Menma doing the same. 2 clashed in the arena, making shockwaves go throughout the stadium. Menma went in to stab Dosu, but he grabbed Menma's arms and kicked at Menma's midsection. His eyes widened when he found a golden chain coming from the ground holding his leg down. Menma used his other kunai to slash at Dosu, but Dosu moved his arm and used his resonating echo speaker to block the attack. Menma jumped back a little from Dosu and shouted his next move. Raiten, electrical discharge technique, and a blue field of lightning surrounded Menma and expanded towards Dosu. Resonating echo barrier, yelled Dosu and used the sound waves in the area to counter Menma's technique. The 2 barriers clashed against each other, making sparks and dust fly everywhere until there was an explosion in between the 2 genin, making them fly back. Menma hit the stadium wall while Dosu tumbled on the ground and hit his side on one of the trees in the arena. Menma got from the stadium wall and went through some hand signs. Raiten, lightning beam, and he shot a beam of lightning towards Dosu, who was just getting up from the ground and went through some hand signs of his own. Sound blast, and Dosu shot sound waves towards the lightning beam and the 2 techniques exploded on contact of each other. Menma looked around in the smoke cloud for Dosu. Where did he go? He thought. He turned his head, but didn't see the fist that was right in front of him. Menma was blasted out the cloud of smoke and hit the ground. This is for the win, said Dosu as he was about to punch Menma that was on the ground. Dosu was about to win with the punch that was now in front of Menma's face, but then he stopped when he saw the look on Menma's face, making him think of what Naruto said to him while they were alone at Yakumo's house. Flashback Yakumo's house. Naruto pulled Dosu to the side of the room from everyone else while they were partying and laughing. Dosu didn't know what Naruto was going to say to him, thinking that he did something wrong. Dosu, he said with a serious voice, making Dosu tense up. When you battle Menma, I want you to lose. He said, making Dosu shocked at his words. What? Why? Said an almost mad Dosu, but remembered who he was talking to. I want face Menma in the finals. I have a score to settle with him after everything that he has done to me. With all of Konoha watching, it will be the best revenge to kill him in front of everyone, especially my father and mother. Said Naruto. With a nod of the head, Dosu understood what Naruto said. He wasn't going to rob Naruto of his revenge, because he knew that the Foxboy has been through too much in his life and he needed some type of closure. When Dosu turned around to go back to the group, Naruto said something that made Dosu happy. If you and my brother would fight to the death, you would be the winner. I can tell by your chakra levels and the attitude that you care while in battle. You would win. Finished Naruto. End flashback. I can't finish him off now. Naruto will finish it in the finals. Thought Dosu, as he watched Menma run through hand signs, taking Dosu's hesitation to his advantage. Raiten, lightning devourer technique, yelled Menma as electricity covered him. He then shot his hands up towards Dosu and sent the electric blast to Dosu, making him take the hit and fly back, his body shaking in pain. Dosu shakily got up from the ground and looked towards Menma, seeing him and a clone on the other side of the arena. I don't know why you held back, said Menma, but you're gonna regret it now. He yelled and charged at Dosu, and blue chakra ball in his hands. Rasengan, he yelled and hit Dosu dead in the middle of his stomach. Dosu received the full blast of the attack and flew into the arena wall, unconscious. Winner, Menma Uzumaki Namikaze, yelled Genma. The crowd roared in approval at the performance that Genin gave them. The medical team picked up Dosu's body and took him to the hospital, while some other medical nins came over to Menma and helped him up. Can Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze come down to the field? Said Genma. Naruto then jumped down from the competitor's box, where he was watching the match between Menma and Dosu, and walked towards Genma. Menma and Naruto were faced towards each other, while Genma was on the side of the brothers. Hokage-sama will take it from here, said Genma. Minato then appeared in front of the two brothers, ready to give his speech. Tomorrow, he yelled, the final match of the Chunin exams will finally commence, and the crowd roared in excitement. We have Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze versus Menma Uzumaki Namikaze, both brothers in the final event. The rules will stay the same as the last battles, and you will have as much time as you need for one of you to win the whole Chunin exam, he said. The battle shall start at noon tomorrow. Please be early to get good seats for the show, he yelled, and everyone started to leave. Minato looked happy on the outside, but on the inside he was a wreck. His sons were going to fight, one of them wanted to fight to the death. How could he watch Naruto kill Menma? The only thing he could do was convince Menma to surrender his match so he could live to see another day, but he knew that Menma was too stubborn to do such things. He wants to reach out to his brother, even in a death match. Minato saw Naruto look at Menma with an evil smirk, before walking off to wherever he went off to. Minato grabbed his other son's shoulder and the two vanished in a yellow flash. Later that day, Uzumaki Namikaze estate, the family surrounded the dinner table eating their food, but no talking was going on. Everyone knew what was going to happen tomorrow. Menma and Naruto were to fight, and Naruto has threatened Menma that if he made it to the finals, he would kill him. Hearing that, and then seeing what Naruto could do, scared everyone, especially Menma. Being the one that had to fight him, he was scared out of his mind. There was no way that he could win this match, but he would still try, for his brother. Minato then out down his silverware and looked towards Menma. Menma, I want you to listen to me, said Minato, gaining everyone's attention. I want you to surrender your battle against Naruto. And then he put his hand up before Menma could shout out and continued. Naruto is just too strong. His hatred is even stronger, and there is nothing stopping him from killing you. He could do so and he won't be tried for murder because killing is allowed in the arena. If you go in that arena, there is nothing I can do for you. Finished Minato. Menma thought about what his father said about his match, and he was right. If he was killed, Naruto would get away scot-free. The worst thing was that Naruto was going to try to kill him, so he had to be careful in this match. After he was done thinking, Menma replied to his father. I understand what you are saying, father, but what if this is the only chance I could get to help Naruto, he said, which made Minato raise her eyebrow. What do you mean, Menma, he asked. So far, all we ever tried to do was convince Naruto with words. I remember you telling me when I was younger that true rivals understand each other with their fist, said Menma, raising his right hand in the air. Yeah, I remember that as well, said Mito, jumping in the conversation, but that only works for rivals, Menma-kun, not for prey. Naruto wants to kill you, not reason with you. Maybe, but I still have to try. I know we all feel bad about what we did to Naruto, but we can't stop fighting, he yelled. He's family. Family is most important in a Uzumaki's life. Hearing that made Kushina's head shoot up. Menma-kun, she said, you are right, but understand this. You are the one going up against him, so you are the one with the final decision. If you do or you don't fight him, I am still proud of you regardless, said Kushina with a smile on her face. Thank you, Ka-chan. I will try my best tomorrow and see if I can convince Naruto to come back to us with these here, he said and raised both of his fists, making everyone at his table smile. Good luck tomorrow, Menma-kun, said Mito as she went to hug her older brother. Kushina and Minato also joined in as well, making a perfect scene of a perfect family. Yeah, right. Next day, Chunin exam finals. Menma stood in front of Naruto, a smile on his face. He felt good. He was healed properly from his hospital visit yesterday and was ready to go against his older brother, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. Menma's spiky hair swayed in the wind as it blew against him, his blue and black jumpsuit ruffling a little as the jacket and pants were baggy looking. Menma was ready to fight. Naruto stood in front of Menma, a blank look on his face. He was ready to kill this clown that calls himself his brother. Naruto was wearing his same black hoodie on, with his black cargo shorts that were covering his kneecaps. He had his hands crossed over his stomach as he looked at Menma. Naruto's 9 tails were swaying in the wind in a hypnotic motion. Today was the day that Menma Uzumaki Namikaze will die. Hello, everyone, yelled Minato. We shall have the last battle of the Chunin exams finals. We have Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze and Menma Uzumaki Namikaze for the last match of the exams. Are our 2 competitors ready? Asked Minato. The Rookie 9, Guys team, the Sound Trio, the Sand Siblings, Fu and Yakumo, all of the Chunin, the Jonin, the civilians, rich people from outside of Konoha, the Anbu that were on guard duty during the exams, the clans of Konoha, the secretly hidden Orochimaru and Kabuto, some hidden sound and sand ninjas, everyone watched in anticipation as the 2 contenders nodded their heads towards Minato, signifying that they were ready to begin. Then I, Minato Namikaze, the 4th Hokage of Konohagakure, say that this match shall now begin. Are you ready, Menma? Asked Naruto, putting his claws on. Hell yeah, let's do this, he said and ran up to Naruto, who wasn't even worried about him and was looking at his claws. Menma went in for a punch, but one of Naruto's tails caught the punch. Menma went for a fury of combos, but were all blocked by Naruto's tails. Naruto wrapped one of his tails around Menma's leg and lifted him upside down. So what was this about you trying to make me forgive my family? Asked Naruto. Yeah, words won't reach you, so I'm going to try to use my fist to stop you, said Menma, still upside down. You do understand that you can't win against me. I am too strong. You are just a genin, and I am one as well, but you are of at least mid-chunin level. I am past high cage level. There is no one inside this village right now that can beat me, so why fight? You hated me only a month ago, said Naruto. Because, said Menma as he gained a solemn look, me and everyone else have seen the wrong that we have done to you. We want you back in our family, said Menma. Naruto just gained an evil smile as he lifted Menma up and showed him the crowd. Does it look like they accepted me and asked me for forgiveness? Do they ask for forgiveness for the past mistakes? Said Naruto as Menma watched the crowd glare and yell at Naruto. Put the Hokage's son down now, demon, Menma-sama, kill the demon. No one wants you here. Go die, how could you call yourself the Hokage's son? Menma just looked on at he villagers, feeling guilt in his heart. He was once one of them, hating Naruto for something he never did, something he never asked for. Naruto then brought Menma down to eye level and looked at him. Do you see now I hate them? Why I hate my family? Why I hate you, said Naruto and he put his claw-covered hands on Menma's chest. He then dragged them down on his skin, making Menma yell out in pain. Arrrrrrrgghhhh. He yelled and struggled against Naruto's grip on his ankle. Naruto looked at the blood on his arm and hands and a guilt was seen in his eyes. Finally, I never thought that feeling his blood out of all people, I want more, he thought. Menma substituted himself with a log and appeared on the other side of the arena, the top of his jumpsuit tore up from Naruto's claws. Gah, it hurts, he yelled and put his hands on his stomach. He looked up to Naruto and saw his insane smile on his face, making him scared shitless. You don't know how long I wanted to do that. Those battles we would have when the academy teacher would pair us up against each other when your grades weren't at the top. All I could do was dodge so I wouldn't reveal my true power, he said as he started doing hand signs. All those times. All the hatred. The pain. This is what it has made in front of you today, yelled Naruto as red chakra surrounded him. Naruto took off his hoodie and his red shirt he had underneath it and revealed his abs, and something else on Naruto's skin. Are those seals? Asked Menma. Yes, and they are there for a reason, yelled Naruto as the red chakra swelled around him. He then stopped his hand signs at a familiar gesture. Yokai seals. Set 1, release, he yelled. Some of the seals faded off his body and yokai exploded from them. Gravity seals. Set 1, release, he yelled and some of the seals came of again. Yokai seals. Set 2, release, and more yokai shot out of Naruto. The sky started to darken and clouds came over Konoha as lightning shot out from the sky. Menma's eyes widened as the key that was on the arena, and more specifically him, was insane. Gravity seals. Set 2, release, and Naruto's body got lighter. His tail started to move around faster as the gravity set on him was lighted. Are you ready, Menma? Cause after this, you're dead, said Naruto and concentrated more of his yokai to his last seals on his body. Yokai seals. Set 3. Release. He yelled and yokai exploded everywhere. Menma was blasted away from the energy blast and had to hid behind one of the trees that was in the arena. Minato, in the cage box, looked on as he saw his son let out an explosion of yokai throughout the whole arena. The glass that protected the two cages inside the cage box were all right from the debris, but he wasn't so sure about the people in the stands. Hokage-san, said the Kazekage, or the hidden Orochimaru, that is your boy down there, right? Yes, was all he said. Well, why is there yokai coming from him and not actual, human, chakra? Asked Orochimaru. Well, I just found out that some years ago, the Kyuubi inside of him changed him into a demon when a certain incident happened, said a guilty Minato. That is unexpected. Your other son just might die if you don't do anything about this, said Orochimaru. I know, but I can't do anything. Showing favoritism over my son than the other competitors will cause chaos, said Minato, seeing the smoke clear. Naruto was seen with a red hue of yokai around him, and his tail swaying dangerously. He showed his teeth to Menma, who was just now getting up. Dirt was all over Menma as he looked onwards towards Naruto. It's time, brother, yelled Naruto as he charged towards Menma. Menma saw him go for a left punch, but Naruto was too fast for him and hit him across his face, making blood erupt from Menma's mouth. Naruto wrapped two of his tails around Menma's ankles and lifted him off the ground, just to slam him down again. Naruto slammed Menma again and again into the ground with a sick smile on his face. He then slammed him down for the last time, but this one had so much force behind it that it made a crater around his body. Get up. That didn't kill you, said Naruto. Menma started to crawl out the crater and looked up, but only saw Naruto's foot in his face. He flew back and hit the ground hard. Naruto appeared right where Menma was and stomped on his back, making Menma scream out. Yes, keep up that screaming. Your yells is music to my ears, yelled Naruto. Menma was in pain everywhere. The pain that he was going through was indescribable. He spit out another glob of blood when Naruto stomped on his back extra hard. He felt like he was going to be unconscious soon. We aren't done yet, brother, said Naruto. Naruto then flung Menma in the air. He watched as Menma fly high in the sky, before falling back down to the ground. Naruto used his tails and readied them when Menma got close enough. Naruto used one of his many tails and punched upwards, making contact with Menma's back. A sick crunch was heard, making everyone in the arena wince at his sound. A shower of blood came from Menma's mouth as the pain racked upon him. Oh, don't fall asleep. We have some more fun things to do, said Naruto. He then threw Menma at the cage box, his body hitting the window. Minato stood out of his seat and walked over to the window, seeing Menma's broken and bruised body. FFF fat father, he whispered out. Minato started to shed tears. The sight of his son being in this state was heartbreaking. A shadow started to appear on the window, until Naruto came on the window, next to Menma. He smiled at Minato with a wicked smile. Look at your son, Minato. This will be the last time you saw him alive, said Naruto as he grabbed Menma's body. He then looked at the Kazekage and smirked. Nice to see you again. He mouthed to the Kazekage, making his eyes widen. He knows that I'm Orochimaru. This is bad. What if he tells people about me, ruining the invasion? Thought a scared Orochimaru. Naruto descended to the ground with Menma in hand. He threw him to the ground and walked towards him. So this is what the great Menma Uzumaki Namikaze is reduced to. Pathetic, said Naruto. He then put his claws on Menma's arms and raked them downwards, making long gashes on Menma's arms. G-A-A-A-A-A-A-H-H-H-H-H-H-H-H-H. He yelled out in pain. Naruto looked over towards Genma, who was shaking all over at the sight of Naruto looking at him. Call the match, said Naruto. Genma shook his head and turned to the crowd. www win-winner. Naruto Yu Uzumaki Namik Kas, said Genma. Good, it's official now. I have beaten you. Now, let's get to the real reason I'm here, said Naruto. He then slapped Genma away from him, making some people gasp. Naruto then turned to the people in the stands. People of Konoha, he yelled, you all have abused me all of my life. As a child, you glared at me, tortured me, beat me, abandoned me, forsaken me. You all hated me for holding the Kyuubi's soul, and loved on Menma and Mito Uzumaki Namikaze for holding the Kyuubi's chakra. Well, I have information that will shock you to the core, and will make you think about what your leader hides from you. The whole Uzumaki Namikaze family is protected with many lies, he yelled, gaining people's interest. Minato, hearing this, had to put a stop to this. Anbu. He yelled, and 10 Anbu nins came to Minato's command. Go down there and stop Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. Retrieve my other son down there. We must stop him now. Yelled a very scared Minato. Yes sir, they all yelled and vanished to the arena to carry out their orders from their leader. Naruto saw the Anbu surround him and Menma, but he just smiled and went through some hand signs. Nine-tailed confinement seal, he yelled as red pillars of yokai shot up from the ground, making the Anbu jump back in surprise. The pillars then made shields that extended to each other, making a shield around Menma and Naruto. Damn it! Yelled Minato from the cage box. As I was saying, continued Naruto, on October 10th, 12 years ago, you were told that the Kyuubi's soul was sealed in me and the chakra sealed into my siblings. I am here to tell you that this is a lie, said Naruto, making some people gasp. I hold both the Kyuubi's soul and 50% of the Kyuubi's chakra. The rest went to my siblings. But here is the question that no one has ever asked, but will wonder when they hear about it, said Naruto. That question you ask, he said and then laughed to himself before continuing, that question is, where did the Kyuubi even come from in the beginning? How can a whole village full of ninjas miss out on a whole biju, he asked, making people think about the question. The question itself did make sense. How could they have missed it? Everyone must have just been so focused on the fox itself, they never even thought about where the fox even came from in the first place. I have the answer to that as well. It came from our very own, Konoha's Red Death, Kushina Uzumaki Namikaze, he said. Kushina and Mito were sitting beside each other in the stands. When Naruto said this, all eyes around them looked at him, making them feel very uncomfortable. You say that I'm a demon for holding the soul of the Kyuubi, well Kushina has held the full Kyuubi herself when she came to Konoha. The day of my birth she lost control of the Kyuubi and it freed itself. That is the start of everything here. That's how the Kyuubi appeared and attacked Konoha. If I held the Kyuubi's soul, then doesn't that make her a demon herself, since she held all of the chakra and the soul of the Kyuubi, yelled Naruto to the crowd. People's eyes widened when they heard this. One of the people near Kushina, a female chunin, came up to Kushina. Kushina-sama, is it true, she asked. Kushina could only look down and nod her head, yes, to the people, making them gasp in shock and surprise of the information that was told. It can't be. How could this be kept secret from us? What else could be hidden from us? The only person that's actually giving us the truth is the demon. Minato then appeared in front of Kushina in a protective manner. People, please. Kushina isn't a demon. She is the good woman that you all know and love, he frantically said. But you told us 12 years ago that the boy with the Kyuubi's soul is a demon. Wouldn't that make her a demon as well? Asked the same chunin. No, said Minato as he looked down towards Naruto, who was smirking at Minato. I lied to you all that Naruto was a demon so you would focus your hate from the Kyuubi to Naruto. If you were to hate Menma and Mito, the Kyuubi's chakra in them could react to all the negative emotions around its jailer, making them go berserk. Explained Minato, the guilt in his heart increasing. Father, said a wide-eyed Mito, you really did that. Yes, but I did it to protect you and your brother. He said. Don't give me that. Mito yelled. Because of you, my brother wants to kill me. He hates me. He hates my mother and he hates everyone in this village. If you would have just told everyone the truth, then maybe things could have turned out a different way, she yelled. Maybe, he said, I was just full of hate when I did it. So many of my ninjas lost their lives to the fox, and so I also believed my own lie and hated Naruto in return. He said and looked at Naruto, and now my eldest hates me. He said. He then turned back to the people that were in front of him. I am telling you now that Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze was not born a demon. He was human, just like us all. I just convinced you all that he was to make myself feel better. He said. Yes, 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 yelled Naruto, catching people's attention. Do you all see your mistake now? I have done nothing to you all, while the Hokage has lied to you this whole time. This is what you made, he yelled as he pointed to himself. Now, it is time to suffer the consequences, he yelled. He then surprised everyone when red chains came from his back and went into the ground. He has the Uzumaki bloodline, yelled Kushina as she looked on in amazement. No one was ready when golden chains wrapped around Mito, the chains coming from underneath her and pulling her into the ground. Ka-chan, she yelled as she tried to reach for Kushina. Mito-chan, I got you, she said and sent her own chains to Mito, pulling on her, trying to save her from Naruto. You can't hold me back, Kushina. Naruto yelled. Kushina's chains suddenly became slack as Naruto sent yokai into them. Mito was then fully pulled into the ground. Mito, yelled both Minato and Kushina. Mito then came from the ground that was inside the seal. Naruto, Menma, and Mito were all in the same place, with no one able to interrupt Naruto. Are you ready for your gift, Kurama-chan, said Naruto to Kurama in his mind. Naruto-kun, are you really going to? Said Kurama as she watched on from Naruto's eyes. Get ready you two, for you won't be Jinchuriki for long. Naruto said. 2 red chakra claws came from Naruto's stomach and went straight for Menma and Mito. Mito and the almost dead Menma couldn't move fast enough of the approaching arms, and they went directly to their seals. Anti-seal corrosion, said Naruto. Menma and Mito began to scream instantly as their seals started to break down. Get into that seal. Now, said Minato to his Anbu. Naruto looked up to Orochimaru, who was still in the cage booth and mouthed him these words. What are you waiting for? Start the invasion, he said. Orochimaru instantly got what he was saying and sent the signal to Kabuto, who was masked in the stands as an Anbu guard. Kabuto started going through hand seals and whispered, Temple of Nirvana. Feathers started to fall from the sky. People started to get dizzy before falling asleep, the effect of the genjutsu. The ninjas noticed the genjutsu placed on them and instantly freed themselves from it. From over the stadium walls were Oto and Suna ninjas, large in numbers. The Konoha ninjas instantly readied themselves to defend their home from the invading ninjas. It's an invasion. Get ready for war, yelled Guy, making some of the inexperienced ninjas scared. There was an explosion in the cage box and Minato went back up to investigate it. When he appeared there, he was surprised to see Orochimaru the Kazekage's robes. Orochimaru, said Minato with distaste in his mouth. Why should I be surprised? Good to see you too, Minato-kun. How's the family? He asked, making fun of Minato's family situation. Shut up. Why invade the leaf when you know you shall fail, yelled an aggravated Minato. Not this time. I have gotten your village by surprise, and now it will fall, he said with a smile. Then 2 of Orochimaru's subordinates came in front of him. We shall protect you, Orochimaru-sama, said Yuri Akado and Misumi Tsurugi, the 2 genin who lost to Sasuke and Kankuro in the preliminaries. Ah, you two. How perfect, said Orochimaru. He then turned behind him and yelled. Set up the barrier. 4 ninjas came around the corners of the building they were on and screamed out, 4 violet flames formation, and a purple shield came up from the roof, surrounding the Sound Ninja, Sound Leader, and the Hokage. Back down in the stadium, Kushina was fighting her way down to the middle of the arena. She had to get to her children. Naruto was about to kill his younger siblings. She had to do something. Get out of my way, she yelled and pierced 4 Sound and 3 Sand ninjas through their stomachs. She kept running down to the field until she was right in front of it. Naruto, Naruto, stop. Please. Don't kill my children, she screamed out. Her screams only fell on deaf ears as Naruto continued the extraction process. Almost there. This is a tough seal, but just a little while longer and I will absorb Kurama-chan's chakra and reseal it in me. He said with a wicked smile. Mito and Menma were still howling in pain, encouraging Naruto to keep up what he was doing that caused him this pain. Kushina-sensei, yelled someone behind Kushina. She turned around to see an Anbu with a cat mask on her face. Yugao-chan, she said when she recognized the mask. Do you have a way to get in? She asked. No, she said sadly as she put her hands on the seal. I don't know who Naruto came up with a seal of this level, but this seal can only be opened on the inside. Naruto would have to do it. The only way to open it on the outside is with a strong attack. An attack a human can't do. Only a Biju could force their way through here. So there is nothing we can do, said Yugao. Sadly, we can't do anything. Said Kushina. It's finally time, yelled Naruto, gaining Kushina and Yugao attention. Say goodbye, Menma, Mito, said Naruto. He then pulled back the red chakra arms that were on Mito and Menma's seals, and they started to come back. In the chakra arms' hands was red chakra that was attached to the seals where they were once confined. Naruto, stop! Kushina yelled as she watched a chakra getting taken out her to kids. Never. It's time to die, he yelled and yanked at the arms. The arms started going back to Naruto in a fast pace, back to the seal placed on Naruto's stomach, taking the chakra from Menma and Mito. The red chakra line that was connected from Naruto to Mito and Menma was the only thing that was keeping him alive. A few seconds later, the chakra was sucked dry and Naruto took in all of Kurama's chakra. Seal! He yelled and the chakra went inside of Naruto. Menma and Mito hit the ground when the chakra line was gone. NNOOOOOOO! Yelled Kushina as the tears were flowing from her eyes. I feel so full, so complete. Naruto yelled. I hope you like your gift, Kurama-chan. Naruto, I love this. It's been years since I had all my power, and you gave it all back to me. I love you, I love you, I love you. Kurama yelled from his head, making him smile from her excitement. I'm glad you like it so much. He whispered and let down the seal, Kushina and Yugao running towards Menma and Mito. Menma, Mito, you have to wake up. Please don't go. I can't have my children die, wailed Kushina. Yugao saw the sad scene and looked towards Naruto, a sick grin on his face. It maddened her that Naruto was happy at seeing her sensei like this. He would not be forgiven. Stand down, Naruto, said Yugao as she brought out her sword and pointed it at Naruto. Sorry, I would kill you now but I have things to do, said Naruto. Wind started to pick up around him and then his feet started to leave the ground. Are you flying? Asked a shocked Anbu as she watched Naruto rise from the ground. Fuyutan, rising winds, he said with a smirk, it allows me to command the wind around me to push upwards, making me go up with it. Once in the air, I can command the wind to take me anywhere I want, resulting in me flying. It is almost the same thing as gliding, but in gliding you go where the wind takes you, I can command then to go a certain way, said Naruto. He was now high in the air, Yugao and Kushina looking up to Naruto. I would stick around, but I have somewhere to be now, he said. He then flew out the stadium and into the fighting that was happening outside the stadium's walls. Yugao, yelled Kushina, getting her attention, you have to help me take these two to the Uzumaki Namika's estate. Why? Asked Yugao. No time to explain, just go, she yelled as she grabbed Mito, Yugao grabbing Menma, and the two jumped out the stadium. Earlier outside the stadium, Gaara. Are you okay? Yelled Temari, seeing her younger brother grunt in pain and holding his stomach. No. The seal. He wheezed out. What's going on with it? Asked a worried Kankuro. When the Uzumaki launched out all that yokai, it affected the seal, making Shukaku angry. He said. Gar, he can't do anything to benefit this mission. Temari. Kankuro. Your new mission is to take Gaara out of here safely, said Baki. He got a nod of the two genin, and they grabbed Gaara and left the area. I just hope you all can make it, said Baki as he jumped back into the battle. With Yakumo and Fu, the two were secretly making their way outside of Konoha and to the point they were supposed to meet Naruto and the Sound Genin. Are you alright, Yakumo-chan? Asked Fu. Yeah, let's just keep going, she said. They were close to the exit, but saw Sound Ninja in front of it. Damn it, how are we going to get past them? Said Fu, knowing she couldn't take a lot to Chunin and Jonin. I got it, said Yakumo as she ran up to the ninja. One of the Jonin noticed Yakumo running up to them. Stop the girl. Get her, he yelled, and the ninja went into a sprint to Yakumo. Yakumo ran through some hand signs and yelled, Genjutsu, Flaming Hell, and placed the ninja in the Genjutsu. They all started to yell in pain, before their actually bodies caught on fire and burnt into a crisp. Let's go, Fu-chan, said Yakumo with a smile. Fu had her mouth wide open as she looked on at the sight of Yakumo killing all of those ninjas. All right, she said, and the two ran out of Konoha. Outside Konoha meeting point, Fu and Yakumo made it to the meeting point and saw that Dosu, Kin, and Zaku were already there. How did you all get here before us? Said Fu. We just walked out before the invasion started. We've been hiding ever since, said Kin. Oh, well, all that's left is Naruto, said Yakumo. They all felt the wind pick up around them, and saw Naruto heading towards them, flying in the wind. You know, I'm not even surprised, said Zaku, everyone else nodding their heads. They were used to Naruto having all these incredible powers. Naruto landed in front of them and looked at them. Are you all ready? He asked. They all nodded their head at his answer. Good, everyone grab hold of each other, he said. They all held each other's hands and Naruto went through some hand signs. Mass Haruishin, he said, and a red, giant kanji for 9 appeared underneath them, glowing. I'll see you when I go to wave, he said. Instantly, the genin disappeared in a red flash, the ceiling array disappearing with them. That's that, said Naruto. I wonder what I should do now. And then he heard a familiar roar from a certain Jinchuriki. Naruto then smiled. I guess Gaara couldn't sit still, he said, and flew into the direction he heard the roar at. With Kushina and Yugao, the two were inside the Uzumaki Namika's estate, away from all the battling. Why are we here, Kushina-sensei? Yugao asked again. I'm going to save my children, said Kushina as they set Menma and Mito on the ground. What? How? Asked Yugao. When I was the Jinchuriki for the Kyuubi, I had absorbed some of its chakra. It is only a little bit, but if I seal it into Menma and Mito, then they could survive, she said as she ran through some hand signs. Chakra transfer technique, she said. Red chakra then surrounded her. She put both her hands on the seals on Menma and Mito's stomachs. Seal, she said as she sent the chakra in equal portions to both of her children, the seal taking in the chakra. She then restored the seals, locking the chakra in place. There, she said. The two watched as the Mito and Menma started to look healthier and gain regular breathing patterns. Good, it worked, said Kushina as she dropped to the ground, taking a deep breath. What will happen when Naruto finds out that his siblings are still alive? Asked Yugao. I don't know, but I shall protect them with everything that I have, she said with determination as she held onto her children. I shall help you whenever I can, Kushina-sensei, said Yugao, getting a nod from Kushina. Thank you, Yugao-chan, said Kushina. Earlier in the stadium, Sakura ducked her head down as Kakashi and Guy took care of some of the invading ninjas. She sneaked her way around the dead people, making her almost throw up as she made her way towards the downed Shikamaru. Shikamaru, wake up, she said as she tried to release him from the genjutsu, but noticed that it was already gone. Shikamaru, are you trying to play dead? Yelled Sakura to the lazy Nara. Yes, I don't want to get caught up in this war. Too troublesome, he said. Kakashi then appeared in front of the two, killing a sound Chunin that had his eyes of Shikamaru and Sakura. Sakura. Shikamaru, are you two alright? He asked. Yeah, the two said. They looked at the arena and saw bodies everywhere, ninjas still fighting on the stands. This is crazy, said Sakura. They all then saw the Sand siblings jump over the wall, holding on to Gaara. I have a mission for you two, said Kakashi with a serious look in his eye. Go follow those Sand genin. I don't know what they're planning, but go make sure they don't cause any trouble. Hi, they said as they jumped over the wall, following the genin. Let's hope they don't do anything stupid, he said as he jumped back into the battle. Earlier in the hospital, Sasuke was actually having a good day. The medical ninja healed him all day and night, closing the hole he got when facing Naruto, something he really was grateful for. The food they made for him was also very good. The bed felt like heaven to him. It really was like a paradise for Sasuke. No fangirls, no training, none of Sakura's yells, none of Naruto's claws, none of Kakahi's perverse giggles, and no fighting. He felt like he was in heaven. He then heard an explosion in the village, snapping him out of his nap. He looked out the window to see the village under attack. What the fuck, he said as he looked on. He saw his cloths in a chair, nicely folded up for him to wear again. He then smiled as he put them on and opened the window, jumping out the hospital. This place is always a bothersome place, he said. He was avoiding ninja, when he saw the Sand siblings jump over the wall, and decided to follow them as well. Present time in Konoha's forest, Naruto was flying in the air, getting closer to the area he heard the roar from earlier. When he came upon the air, he saw a sweaty Sasuke, Sakura trapped in some kind of sand, hand, and a trembling Temari hiding within the trees, watching the battle. Well, this should entertain me for a while, he said and jumped down next to Sasuke. Naruto, he said, surprised he was here. I thought you would be in the hospital longer. I was sure that the cut would be fatal, he said as he looked down at Sasuke, holding his stomach with his hand. Those medic nin healed me up ever since I came inside that hospital. I still can open up the wound if I get hit there, something I gave been avoiding. He said as he pointed to Gaara. Or the mutated Gaara that Naruto faced in the Chunin exams. You, yelled the crazed Jinchuriki, you shall die today, Uzumaki. You said that 3 days ago, idiot. Said Naruto as he looked onwards to Gaara. Today is a new day, Uzumaki. I shall have your head, he yelled and ran towards Naruto. Naruto just looked at Gaara run up to him at high speeds, a look on his face that would have regular ninjas running for the hills. When he was right in front of Naruto and Sasuke, Naruto yelled out to Gaara, Fuyuten, uphill current. And the wind picked up Gaara and shot him up in the air. I'll take care of this, said Naruto as he made 2 clones that jumped up to the airborne Gaara. The 2 clones appeared in front of Gaara, surprising him. Fuyuten, wind pressure, they yelled and sent a major wind blast on both sides of Gaara. Gaara made his sand surround him, hardly protecting him from the attack. Gaara then started to descend back down to the ground, and he looked up to see the 2 Naruto clones floating in the air. Take this, sand shuriken, he yelled and sent a mass amount of sand-made shurikens towards the 2. The clones weaved their way through the murder of shurikens, closing in on Gaara. Gaara sent his sand-covered arms towards the clones, not knowing they could dodge all those shuriken and still made it that close to him. The arms successfully hit the 2 clones, making him smile, but frowned when the clones exploded right in front of Gaara. Great clone explosion, the real Naruto said as he watched Gaara take the full blast of the attack. He then jumped towards Gaara, ready to face him head-on. Gaara shot down to the ground, the blast's force sent him down with a powerful blow. His sand was blown off of him, making him vulnerable to any attack. Naruto then appeared in front of Gaara and uppercutted the shit out of him. Gaahhhh. Gaara yelled. Naruto was finished, as he rushed towards Gaara and put his food down on top of Gaara's, holding him in place. Naruto sent 2 swipes at Gaara, taking off the rest of the sand that was on his arms, and successfully making contact to his flesh. Naruto jumped behind him and coated his hands in yokai. Fox slash. He said and cut Gaara's sand tail off, making him yell in pain. ARRARRRRGGGHGHHHHH. AAAAAHHHHHHH. It hurts. This isn't making me feel alive. It hurts. He yelled as he rolled around on the ground. Pathetic, said Naruto as he started to walk toward a shocked Sasuke. Nothing can stop you, huh? Said Sasuke. Correct. You missed when I killed Mito and Menma. It was such an event. He said with a sick grin, making Sasuke shudder. So you finally did it. Does it make you feel any better? Said Sasuke with a glare. Yes. I don't know who said that revenge is bad for you, because it is a lie. They were only 2 of the many people I wish to kill. I shall kill them all in the near future, he said. The both turned to Gaara as they saw him get from the ground, a pained look on his face as he glared at Naruto. You think this is over, he said as sand covered all over him. You are mistaken, it has only begun, he yelled as the sand started to grow and grow into a mass of sand. Black curse marks appeared on the sand beast. The sand grew limbs and a long tail. It opened eyes to show a yellow shuriken-like eye. Gaara appeared on the beast's forehead. Face the real power of the sand spirit. Playing possum technique, he said and fell asleep, making the beast wake up to the world around them. Free. Finally free. Oh, it's so good to be out. Yelled the one-tailed raccoon, Shukaku. Naruto flew in the air, and stopped a distance away from Shukaku, making him visible to him. I already see someone I wish to kill. What a good day it is. Yelled Shukaku. He then noticed Naruto's 9 tails, and an image of a fox appear behind Naruto. HHHHHHH. I see. You're Kurama's little bitch. I swear people say that I'm the inane one, but that bitch is just fucking crazy. Yelled the sand spirit, laughing at his own joke. Naruto, hearing what Shukaku said, gained a deadly look in his eyes as his tail started to rise up in response to Naruto's anger. Did you just call Kurama-chan a bitch? He said with a look that promised pain to Shukaku. Yeah, I did. What ya gonna do about it, little boy? Laughed out Shukaku. Naruto released a ki towards Shukaku, catching his attention, and then turned serious to Naruto. This ki isn't regular for a human. He concluded. You're no human, are you, boy? Did that fox bitch turn you into a demon? She must have taken a liking to you. She was always talking about finding a mate she could be with, but never could find one that meet her standards. I guess she made you into a demon to satisty her, huh? How patheic, said Shukaku. Red chakra surrounded Naruto and covered his tails. The wind started to pick up around him as his anger increased to higher levels. You shall die a painfully death, said Naruto. I'd like to see you try to kill me, boy. Fuuton, wind bullets. Shukaku yelled and spit out large bullets of wind towards Naruto. Naruto flew towards the bullets, putting his claws in front of him and started to spin. The red chakra surrounding him making him look like a red missile in the air. Spinning fox slash, he yelled out and drilled through Shukaku's attack, heading straight for him. Shukaku ducked down, avoiding the spinning Naruto and sent some more wind bullets towards Naruto from behind. Naruto went up in the air and dispelled his attack, the bullets heading straight for him. Tamed winds, he said and cut right through the wind bullets of destruction. This is getting fun, Uzumaki. Let's see if you can stop this. Piercing sand spikes. Shukaku yelled out and giant spikes of sand came from the ground, heading Naruto way. Naruto flew towards Shukaku, dodging the rising giant spikes of sand that tried to pierce themselves into Naruto. Naruto dodged to the right and then left as the spikes came from the ground. A clone appeared right beside Naruto and started to circle around his hand with his own, making a growing blue ball. When they were finished, Naruto had a successful shuriken made from wind in his hands as he was closing into Shukaku. Fuuton, Raisin Shuriken. He yelled and smashed the attack right on Shukaku's face, making him scream in pain. Gaahhhh. Damn it, that hurt. He yelled and sent his tail towards Naruto, successfully hitting Naruto, sending him flying. Naruto was flying towards the ground before he stopped himself and flew back in the air. He produced a mass amount of clones that surrounded Shukaku on all sides. You shall pay for that, said Naruto. The clones made large Raisingans in their hands, ready to strike down the sand beast. They all rushed towards Shukaku at once, blasting Shukaku with their technique. Massive Odama Raisingan barrage, clones yelled out as they attacked Shukaku. The force of the attack blew trees away and made the wind blast out in all directions at tremendous speeds. In Konoha, the Leaf Ninjas were on the winning side of the battle. Their trained forces pushed back the Suna and Oto ninjas. They were all in the midst of battle, but then heard a major blast from outside of Konoha. The wind came next and blasted some of the unsuspecting people back. What was that? Asked one of the Leaf Ninja. A Hyuga used the dojutsu and looked towards the direction of the wind blast. What Hyuga said shocked everyone. It's the demon. He is fighting some large sand beast. It looks like he is protecting the village, he shouted. People started to abandon their battles and jumped on rooftops, seeing Naruto fight Shukaku. Hey, it is the demon. Another said. That's Shukaku, the one-tailed raccoon. How could that boy be fighting a Biju? Yelled a Suna ninja. The ninja watched on as the battle between Naruto and Shukaku continued. With Naruto and Shukaku, Naruto looked on at his work as he saw Shukaku recovering from the last attack. Damn it, boy. How did you do that? Yelled the aggravated sand beast. I told you, you shall die. I show no mercy to my prey, said Naruto with his hands crossed. Ah, shut the fuck up. Sand shower, yelled Shukaku and sent large amounts of sand towards Naruto. Naruto dodged left and right, the sand flying towards him trying to shoot him down. Naruto was dodging expertly as the sand rushed towards him, but he circled around the sand while flying towards Shukaku. Naruto then started to concentrate and focus his yokai to his hands, a red hue surrounding him as well as he rushed towards Shukaku. You won't make it, kid. I'm too strong. My defense shall shake you. He yelled and made a shield of sand in front of Naruto. Naruto started spinning again as the red chakra surrounded him. Naruto went straight towards the wall that Shukaku made and forced more yokai out of him. Spinning fox slash, he yelled and attacked the wall, drilling in the center of it. Naruto slow started to make his way through the wall. He sped up and broke through sand wall, shocking Shukaku. What? Impossible, yelled Shukaku as he put up his arm to block Naruto. Naruto made contact with his arm and sliced through it like it was nothing. Shit. Fuck, that shit hurt. yelled the sand spirit in pain. Naruto appeared behind Shukaku in the air, panting a little as he watched the sand spirit recover. This battle is actually making me tired. But I am holding my own against a Biju. I am getting stronger, said Naruto to himself. Shukaku turned his body towards Naruto, who readied himself for Shukaku's next attack. Boy, said Shukaku, his arm finally repaired, I see why the bitch chose you to be her mate, you are very strong, I must give you that. Said the sand spirit, shocking Naruto at his words. But that doesn't make me and you good. You just sliced off my arm. What type of sick shit is that? For that you shall now die. He said and opened his mouth and started to gather his chakra for his final attack. Naruto's eyes widened when he saw the stance Shukaku was in and a black ball appeared in front of his mouth. Damn it, that the Biju bomb, thought Naruto. If I am going to beat that thing then I'm going to have to go all out. That's right Naruto, said Kurama from his mind, catching his attention. This is your greatest battle that you have ever had right now. Prove yourself to me that you are stronger than that disrespectful dirty ass raccoon. Yelled Kurama, motivating Naruto to fight. With a nod of his head, determination in his eyes, he started to gather his own chakra in front of him. His tails curled around him and all pointed towards that small flame that was in front of Naruto. Naruto stretched his arms in front of him, concentrating on the small flame that he would use against Shukaku. Get ready, Naruto Uzumaki. For this shall be the last attack I shall use because it shall destroy you and that bitch that you hold inside of you. Said Shukaku as he ate the black ball. Naruto shot up in the air, still holding the small flame in front of him. When he stopped, he was way in the sky, Shukaku the only thing that he could point out from his height. This is it. I shall win this battle. He won't stop me for anything in the world. The weakest Biju won't beat me, I'm damn sure that won't happen. He said as the flame started to get bigger and bigger until Naruto had to move it on top of his head. The flame turned into a ball and his tail circled around the ball, sending yokai into the flame. The sky turned a red color and the clouds evaporated as the heat from the flame was too great for them. Naruto stated, panting a little, the fire held over him was very hard to keep compressed. This is the result when putting fire chakra into a Rasengan and with my Kitsune abilities. Said Naruto, and the ball of flames took on the head of a fox. It's time for you to die. Said Naruto as he readied his attack. Die boy. Biju bomb. Yelled Shukaku as his attack shoot in the air to Naruto. Kitsune's secret art, said Naruto in a calm voice, Kaiten, flaming purgatory, and threw the flaming fox head down to Shukaku. The two techniques closed in on each other and exploded on contact. The blast looked like the biggest fireworks display. The wind was blowing at speeds that ripped up everything in sight. Flames started coming down and raining onto the forest below, only to be put out by the strong winds. The two techniques clashed for a while, but then the Biju bomb faded away as it also couldn't handle the heat that was forced upon it. The flaming fox head rushed straight down to Shukaku, not believing what he was seeing. Not possible. Shukaku as he made a large sand shield to block the attack, but was broken through easily as the fox head hit Shukaku, making an inferno of flames cover him. Shukaku's yells were drowned out by the sound of the attack. The ground shook and it sounded like an atomic bomb hitting the ground. Everyone in Konoha watched the glimpse of hell in front of them with fear and awe. The whole area was flooded with fire that consumed everything. Naruto watched the sight with glee. He had finally done it. He defeated a Biju. There was no surviving that attack. It was total hell in the single point underneath him. When the smoke and fire cleared, it showed Shukaku, burnt everywhere his body. He wasn't moving and it didn't seem like he was breathing at all. Naruto started to descend in the air head first, feeling the wind against him. Naruto's eyes widened when he saw Shukaku look up to him and smirk, before crumbling down into sand. Gaara was in the middle of it all. When all the sand around Gaara fell to the ground, so did Gaara. He was barely awake and couldn't move. He was utterly defeated. His Biju was defeated by Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. He was headed to the ground head first, ready to die, but was surprised when something caught him and brought him to the ground safely. Sasuke put Gaara on the ground safely, Sakura right beside him. He had freed her earlier and she woke up. The two watched the battle between Naruto and Shukaku without words. They had to run away when it started raining fire. Temari and Kankuro appeared beside Gaara in a defensive matter, ready to defend the younger brother. Calm yourselves, said Sasuke to the siblings, we aren't going to attack. Making them loosen their stances. Temari, Kankuro, stand down. I quit, said Gaara in a low voice. They heard some branches snap above them and then Naruto landed in front of them. Temari and Kankuro began to shake in fear at the sight of Naruto. This is the boy that defeated Obiju. The monster of their nightmares. Of course they were scared. Naruto looked over to Sasuke and Sakura. Seeing they were okay, he looked onwards to the shaking Sand siblings, the sight almost making him laugh. Hey, calm yourselves, like the Uchiha said. I have no reason to fight anymore. I am surprisingly tired, so you are free to go, said Naruto. They nodded and grabbed Gaara and left the area. Time to go back, said Naruto as he started to walk back to Konoha. Naruto-kun, said Sakura, gaining his attention. He asked. Thank you for saving us from the beast, said Sakura. Oh that. You are welcome. I just wanted to fight my boredom, and it worked. Back to the cell for me. I going to sleep, he said and continued walking. What cell? Asked Sakura. Well, the one I live in of course, he said, and Sakura remembered he told him that he slept in a cell. Ugh, today has been quite the day, said Naruto as he put his hands behind his head and slouched in his walking stance, Sasuke and Sakura following behind closely. Naruto then snapped his head upwards. Shit, I total forgot about him, he said. Who? Asked Sakura, but wasn't answered as he disappeared in a red flash. In the stadium, Naruto appeared at one of the seals he placed in the arena, and looked around, not seeing Menma and Mito's bodies. Hey, it's not what I came here for, he said as he jumped towards the seal that Orochimaru and Minato were in. The Anbu that were on the outside of the seal suddenly tensed up when Naruto appeared before them. They all took out their swords, shaking, scared of Naruto. Stop right air, said the leader Anbu, his whole body shaking at being close to Naruto. Naruto just ignored him and walked to the seal, seeing the purple dome that interested him so. Interesting. This is a strong seal, he said to himself. It's no use, nobody can get inside, said one of the braver Anbu, but they all opened their eyes wide and their masks fell to the ground when they saw Naruto simply walk into the seal. You all are weak, he said and walked into the battle of cage. With Minato and Orochimaru, Minato was breathing heavily. This battle between the first two Hokage was taking a toll on him. Orochimaru used his Edo Tensei on his two subordinates and revived the late cages. The two stopped their battles as well and saw Naruto's fight, but went right back into the battle after the light show was over. It seems that you are on your last legs, Minato-kun, said a smirking Orochimaru. Shut up, I can still fight, he said with a huff. We'll see, he said and was about to launch the two cage at him again, but the sound of sandals hitting the rooftop stopped the both of them and they turned their heads to the sound. They both saw Naruto approach them, his hands behind his head as he walked in the middle of the battle. Naruto, how are you here? Asked the Hokage, but received no answer as Naruto looked straight at Orochimaru. Leave now and you live, was all Naruto said. You must be kidding, I have two of the most powerful ninjas right here under my control, why should I leave? He couldn't continue as he felt something in his stomach. He looked down to see Naruto with his hand inside his stomach, blood pouring out of his midsection. Naruto then started to send his yokai into Orochimaru, placing him under his genjutsu. Release your technique, was all he said. The hypnotized Orochimaru as he went through some hand signs, the last being, release, and the two cage went back into their coffins. When Naruto saw this, he pulled his hand out of Orochimaru, making Orochimaru come back to his senses. Gaahh! He yelled and jumped back from Naruto, putting his hands on the wound on his stomach. What did you do to me? He yelled out to Naruto. I put you under a genjutsu and told you to release your jutsu, which you did. Now that you don't have your undead soldiers, leave, said Naruto again with a glare. Orochimaru, even though it pained him to admit this, he had to run. With a fatal wound, yokai fucking up his chakra control, and Naruto in front of him, he had to run. Bring the seal down, he yelled out. The seal instantly came down and the sound 4 came to Orochimaru's aid. Orochimaru-sama, what happened? They all asked. Don't worry about, just get me out of here, he said. The Sound 4 saw Naruto's bloody right arm, and asked no further questions as they grabbed Orochimaru and fled the scene. Thank you, Naruto-kun. You really helped me, said Minato as he walked towards Naruto, trying to put his hand on his shoulder, only to get slapped away hard by one of Naruto's tails. I didn't do it for you, said Naruto. He then gave Minato a sick grin as he looked towards Minato. Plus, don't you want to go see your dead children's bodies? He asked. Minato's eyes widened when he heard those words. You killed Mito and Menma? He asked as tears started to go down his eyes. Very much so, Naruto replied with a sick grin as he saw Minato's face. You monster, yelled Minato as he rushed at Naruto with a Rasengan in his hand. Naruto just watched as Minato ran up to him, trying to hit Naruto. Naruto grabbed Minato's wrist, stopping Minato. Naruto used his index finger and stuck it at the Rasengan, popping it. Minato just stared at Naruto with sad eyes of father losing his children. How could you do this? He said. Because I hate them. I told you that I was going to kill them. You had a month to prepare for this, so stop crying, said Naruto as he threw Minato aside. I'll see you later, Hokage, said Naruto with an insane smile as he disappeared in a red flash. Inside Naruto's cell, Naruto yawned as he looked around his cell, seeing as that was the way that he left it. Ah, home sweet home, he said as he laid down on the metal slab that was his bed. He put on his shackles on his wrist and activated the seal on him, not that it did anything since he ate through the seal with his yokai a month ago. He fluffed up his pillow and fell asleep, a smile on his face. Days later, Konoha had sustained a small amount of damage from the invasion. Repairs on houses and buildings started when everything calmed down in the village. The talk of the whole village was the Hokage and his family. The Hokage had lied to the village for a while now, and now that they knew truth of it all made them question their loyalty to the blonde-haired Hokage. Should they revolt against him for lying about his family for this long? How should they feel about Kushina and their children? These questions weren't the only ones, though. People went into heated debates about Naruto. Some felt bad about what they did to Naruto as a child. In fact, a majority felt bad about the abuse Naruto went through as a child, now knowing that Naruto was human all that time when he was kid. But the people discriminated Naruto because he was a demon now and they all feared his power. They all saw Naruto fight the Biju down and win with minimal damage down to himself. No man should be that powerful, especially a crazed, insane, troubled child. Some of the people, and this is a small amount of people, would actually come to the Uzumaki Namika's estate and ask they could see Naruto and ask for forgiveness. Minato wouldn't let them see him though, saying, he might kill you if you go down there with him. Speaking of the Namika's family, Mito and Menma were alive and well after the extraction that happened a couple days ago. They stayed in the hospital, Minato and Kushina making sure they wouldn't run into Naruto. Minato cried tears of happiness that his children were actually alive, and made sure to protect them better from Naruto, just in case Naruto caught wind of the two still being alive. Minato was currently present in a council meeting. The discussion. Naruto. The civilians and ninja were scared of Naruto. Hearing that he could break out the seals that once held him down made everyone in the council room pee their pants. The council held the village elders, clan heads, and civilians that held important business to Konoha's profit. Minato and Kushina sat next to each other, witnessing the people scream out in panic about the demon going to kill them all. Minato had enough of this and slammed his hand down. Enough. All this screaming won't get us anywhere, he yelled, the usually cool-headed Minato madder than ever. His anger made everyone stop and calm down. Now, he said, we must discuss what to do with one Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. I agree with you when you all say that he is too powerful that he can be kept free. But any attempts to assassinate him won't work, after all, he can just kill them with a blast of his ki, said Minato, looking at the civilian council when he said this, knowing that this was their only plan to rid of Naruto. Does anyone have any ideas to make sure that we can contain him? Asked Minato to the people of the council, him being as desperate as anyone else in the room. Maybe we could come to terms with the young one, said Inaki, leader of the Yamanaka clan. Please go on, Yamanaka-san, said Minato. Well, what if we just please to Naruto's better nature? He must want something, and if we give this to him, then maybe we could ask him to leave the village alone, said Inaki, getting a few nods of heads from some of the council people. I have something else to ask, said Danzo, surprising the council, seeing that Danzo was talking. He was usually quiet in these meetings. You have the floor, Danzo, said Minato. We hardly know of anything of Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. If we wish to come to terms with him, then we must understand and get to know Naruto. He said. What are you supposing? Asked Minato. We hold a meeting, bring Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze here, and get to know how he thinks. See how he feels about the village, what is his plans for it. We need to know more about him, said Danzo, people agreeing with his idea. We should also bring in his team, which includes Kakashi Hatake, Sasuke Uchiha, and Sakura Haruno. They must know some things about Naruto, especially Sakura and Sasuke, said Shukaku, leader of the Nara clan. Understood. This meeting shall be held in 2 days. Tell Sasuke Uchiha, Sakura Haruno, and Kakashi Hatake to be here at noon. We shall inform Naruto of the meeting the day of, seeing that all he is doing is laying around in his cell, said Minato. Everyone agreed to the plan, meeting in 2 days. It was the only way to learn how they could save their village, their home. 2 days later, Naruto was doing one of his favorite activities, sleeping. Naruto was actually a very lazy person. He just moved around a lot so no one would know that Naruto took lounging about seriously. His team hasn't received a mission in a while, making him happy. He told Sasuke and Sakura they wouldn't be a team, and this was the reason why. He really did enjoy his off time. While Naruto was sleeping, Minato and Kushina opened his door to get him ready for the meeting. They wanted everything to go smoothly and so far everything has. Naruto still hasn't found out that Menma and Mito were still alive, and everyone was at the council room, waiting for Kushina, Minato, and Naruto arrive. The couple walked up to Naruto to see him drooling on his pillow, a smile on his face. The two watched Naruto for a while. They never seen Naruto smile like that. He was always glaring or had a blank face. Or, when riled up, have that insane smile on his face, that scared everyone. They stood there for a while before Kushina shook Naruto lightly. Naruto-chan, it's time to wake up, ZZ. Naruto, wakey, wakey, ZZ snort ZZ. Come on Naruto, we have to go. ZZ him Kurama-chan snort asterisk ZZ. Wake the hell up. Naruto's vault door closed shut, scaring the shit out of Kushina and Minato. They turned to see Naruto open his eyes wide, flashing a dangerous red. Why are you two here? He demanded to know. Minato-kun will tell you, said Kushina as he hid behind Minato. Yeah son. We have to take you to the council meeting that's about to start, he said. Naruto just glared at the man and women that dared to wake him from his sleep. Let me shower, was all he said as he headed towards his small bathroom, his chains rattling while he walked. I can take those off of you, Naruto, Minato said, but all he got was a glare in return as he went into his bathroom. Naruto made sure to take an extra long shower, ticking Minato and Kushina off. He dried off and put on his hoodie and cargo pants. Kushina and Minato saw the scars that were on Naruto's body and it made them feel even worse. The group made their way to the council room, walking out in public, gaining a lot of attention. Look at them. The Hokage and his wife with their son. I bet this just an act to think that they are getting along. They should kill it while he isn't watching. The demon is going to kill us sooner or later. Damn, Kushina-sama has a fat ass. The demon doesn't look worried at all. We should ask for forgiveness and get on Naruto-sama's good side. Do you think that would work? We should at least try. That ass, though. The comments kept going and the family heard it all. Kushina publicly beating a man that kept talking about her ass. The group finally made it to the council room. Naruto smiled to himself. This should be fun. That will be it for this video. If you want more, comment down below, like, subscribe. And see you guys later.